Whoa, fuck me. How do I sort this out then? Guys, let me know when you can hear me, please. That's just going to drop me straight back. I'll give you something to giggle about. Oh, no, I don't want to be that far up. Let me know when you can hear me. Doing it live in the dark tonight. I don't want that light on now. Can you hear me, guys? Can you see me? That's more of the question. Sweet. I think it's too bright now. I've had the light off. Thank you, guys. How is everybody? Everyone have a nice bank holiday weekend? While you're all waiting for you to come in the room, this would be hell. I'm smashing up my room now already. This would be hell for me in prison now. Bank holiday weekend, the worst. Weekends was shit anyway, but bank holiday was just long as hell, honestly. Like, you get early bang up. Well, when, obviously, I've said it a million times, when I was in Send, we was all at our wicked. I'm glad you can all hear me well, because I am actually on my old phone. Yeah, but when I was in Bronzefield, we'd be locked in at like 5 o'clock, 5:15, and there was nothing on TV. There's a spider. For fuck's sake. Sorry, swearing. You need to get off my desk. What was I saying? Yeah, so you get locked in, TV would be crap, bearing in mind you had hardly any channels, and you probably watched your DVDs about 100 times as well. And I'm sure there was no visits either on a bank holiday, so that was even deader. Don't quote me on that though. Is it really bad? Can you guys see me all right? I was kind of testing it, and then I just like the light, and then I just got kind of used to it. Hi, Emily. I hope you're well. Okay. I'm just going to be squinting for a minute because that's really bright. I'm not sure how I feel about that now. Are you at the pub, Justin? I'm jealous. I fancied having a drink this weekend, but I didn't. Evening, Justine. I hope you're well. I know, but I prefer it with it off because it's just like blinding me. So if it stayed like that, that's not too bad, surely. Stick my face in the screen. I prefer it like that. Sorry. I'll vote you all out. You sent me a text? I didn't get it. Hi, Lisa. I didn't get it. Send me another one. You got my number, ain't you, Emily? Obviously, because if you sent me a text, send me another one. Evening, Victoria. I hope you're well. The girl that makes things happen. Yes, thank you. All right, sweet. Everyone likes that. Well, not everyone. That's a lie. But Justine, I'm taking your vote on that one. If you're already on medication, will the prison service continue with it? Yes, Judy, they will, but you might have to wait a day or two because they have to check your doctor records. But 100%, if you've got a prescription through the doctors, whether it's antidepressants, whatever it is, as long as they get proof from the doctors you're on it, they will continue your medication. They may make a decision to lower it or up it and all that kind of stuff, but you will get your medication. Oh, on Instagram, sorry. I'm terrible. I really am terrible on getting back to people. I'll send you my number. I will. I'd give it to you now, but yeah, I don't think I want the whole world having my number. Apart from Eastwood Park, they take you off them. They took me off the pre-gabs. Really? That's fucking dangerous. Especially them, because they're like really dangerous to just come off of. Hope all is well with you and Mama. Yeah, good, thank you, Victoria. Good. I hope you're well. Mum's good. She's been very, very tired and like a bit sort of delirious, but not but it's nothing out of the ordinary for how she's been the last sort of month. I can't believe that. That's got to be so dangerous. Emily, I can also contact on Facebook and make sure Fran gets your message. Glenna, if you want to just give her my number, so it's not about coming on here. We was in prison together, and we're just gonna meet up for a coffee or something. But yeah, just send her over my number, Emily. If you do that, Glenna will send you my number. Yeah, it was on 300. Wow, and there's it's allowed with 4 days I was off. Wow, that must have been horrific. Done the same to my sister, took her off pre-gab since she went in. Shit, that's really bad, Steph. Yeah, Stanley Marley's good. Guys, did I tell you about this? Have I told everybody? That's terrible. Do you get a come down off pre-gabs? I've been on them for years. Yeah, pre-gabs are really bad. There's really bad withdrawals from them. I can on the bank holidays and send. It was just the church was open or the gym. There was no visits on a bank holiday Monday. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think that you could have visits on the bank holidays. It's horrible. Then Emily just dragged. It wasn't too bad in Sen because like obviously we could just go in the association room, but even that got boring. I think if you get transferred to a different prison and you're on them, like HMP Sen, they won't take you off them. But if you go from off the road, they do sometimes. Wow. I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked because that's like, don't they say like the withdrawal's a bit like heroin? Wow. Hello, Russia. Jesus. There are people coming in from all over the world. I know. I absolutely love it. You can change the settings, and honestly, when I'm in a mood and I put it on, it just works wonders. Have I told everybody about Stanley, Marley, Bob, Cyril? Yeah, totally normal to lose pre-gambling, gambling, etc. You wean down and off within a week or so. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you couldn't just stop them. Like it's bad. Obviously not dangerous, like life threatening, but it's not good. Hiya, John. Hi, John. Welcome. Yeah, same as heroin. When I went to HM Eastwood Park, I was on them, so I refused methadone. I just wanted to do a cold turkey for my daughter, but then they took me off the pregabalin. Shit, I'm sorry to hear that. That's naughty. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, Mum's good, thank you. I got some of those lamps off TikTok Shop, £3 each. See, I see mine on TikTok. I see it on TikTok Shop. It's the little robot one, and but then I looked on Amazon and it was actually about £4 cheaper on Amazon, so I got it on there. I love it. Like I said, when it gets darker, obviously it's even brighter. It's wicked. So yeah, guys, no one's answering me. Victoria, have I told you all about my new friend? Well, it was less than a week, me in 3-4 days fully off, didn't wean, just stopped. Yeah, little astronaut, that's what it is. Hi, Helen. I hope you're well. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's just change, isn't it? I don't do well with change, but yeah, I'm a lot less stressed. A lot less stressed. So that's the main thing. Um, yeah, I just get home later now. So I don't get home till like nearly 7 o'clock. So it's a bit late because of Mum. I think that's the only thing that I'm kind of regretting because I literally worked 8 minutes up the road before, but now like I'm not getting home till late. But yeah, so lives definitely won't be starting till like 8 o'clock onwards from now on. That's not how they should do it. Where you crawl in the walls. Yeah, it's not. That's sick. I don't think that's mad. They even have the authority to do that. Oh, is that Ginge Ginge? I can't see your picture. If it is, hello, Ginge. I didn't realise it was you. Not that it makes a difference, but obviously I didn't realise it was you. Are you alright? Anyway, I haven't spoke to you for a while. Everyone's quiet tonight. I've not had one answer about my friend, so I'm upset with you all. Going on a ban now for a month. I sulk like a 2-year-old. Have you heard from anybody else? I'm really good friends with Nat still and Lee. I know, but when I'm on my mobile, Gin, so it's really small. Like it's literally the circle's about that big, so I can barely see. I did look in a minute ago because I didn't know if it was you or not. So yeah, so Lee and Nat, I'm really good friends with still. Ron, still really, really tight, always will be. We just don't speak as much. Who- yeah, Stanley's good. Oh, you don't know me, Lisa. Trust me, when I sulk, I sulk. I do sulk, but yeah, I won't do it. I won't do it on a live. Go on, mods. You're on it, and tell us about friend. Oh yes, you don't know Ginge, do you? So, me and my mate a couple of months ago, we went in the pet shop, and I was like, messing around. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a pet. I'm gonna stick it on TikTok live and just leave a little hamster or something on there. So anyway, but then obviously we went and I was messing around and then I kept going on about it, but it's more for me to be fair. But yeah, so anyway, on my last day, she was leaving the same day because she didn't want to stay working there with me going. She's gone, I'm just going to the shop. She come back and she come out of a fucking little, what's it called, dwarf hamster as a leaving present for me. And we nicknamed him Stanley after Maxine. I've only had him out twice, to be fair, and he's bit me about 10 times. I had gloves on though, so he didn't get me. Little shit. I just kept like little loose bits at the end. He's well cute though, I'm not gonna lie. He is proper cute. And I bought this playpen, right, and it looks like a big blue swimming pool. Just put him in there and he's going nuts the other day. Thank you, Henry. Oh yeah, I don't know what your wee hamster's name is because you changed it about 50 times. I know. So originally started as Harry, but then I was like, nah. Then I changed him to Prince. And then MJ actually named him Stanley. She was like, why don't you call him Stanley? Because I didn't, even Prince didn't sit right. But then I wanted to call him Marley. So yeah, he's got loads of names. Did I show him? Oh, mate, Joanne, this is what I mean. My head's up my ass. So I work for a guy that has just set his own company up. And we've been friends for years. So I worked with him before and he really wanted me to go over. You haven't squished him yet then? No, no. He's got a little playpen. I learned from Angela used to work for Chaplin and Send. Oh wow. Yeah, do you know what? I spoke to Zoe for a bit when I got out, but we've lost contact. We haven't spoke. I have to show you him, Ginge. He's cute as fuck. Oh, who's got timed out? Yeah, he's proper cute. And shall I get him? Do you want to see him? I don't think you'll see him very well on here though. That means I've got to turn the light on. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, tell Zoe I said hello when you next speak to her. No, I still haven't watched Baby Reindeer, Diane. I still haven't watched it. Someone said to me it's like really hard to get into. But yeah, but everyone keeps raving about it, saying I should watch it. So I'm just poo at watching TV. Like I said, I just got just prison done it for me. Like I will watch it though. I end up watching things that everyone rave about a year later, like Stranger Things. I kept hearing everyone talk about it, and then when the song come back out again, Running Up the Hill, it's a banging tune. Yeah, that then I was like, "Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna watch it," and oh my god, I didn't want it to end. I've never been sucked into something so much. Ozark was quite good, but I watched that when I come out of prison, so it was a bit like blew my mind a little bit. Just all the whole criminal stuff. I will text. So I will text. What's my? I've not watched it yet. Too. So don't. Oh, so not only me. Did you watch Saltburn? Would recommend. No, I do need to write these things down because sometimes I am just wasting my life watching TikTok. So I should watch something. Saltburn. I have to remember that one. Glenna, get your notebook. Actually, I've got a pen here. To be fair, very professional. Feels like it's gone really dark again. Let's do this quickly. Whoa. What was it? Saltburn. You'll be glued. Oh, right. Okay. You might be swaying me. I'm writing it on the back of a bloody plaster. Saltburn. Lauren told me to. I thought Lauren YouTube. Because I'd be like, why have I written Saltburn down? Queen of the South on Netflix is brilliant. It sucked me in and everyone else who's watched it. Oh, stop now, guys, because... No, I'm joking. I'll have to watch it. Queen of the South. What's it about? What's everyone been up to anyway? Anyway, has anyone got any prison questions as well? I don't mind chatting to you guys. It's been a while, so I'm down. But just wondered if anyone's got any questions about prison as well, because the chat's going well slow. I haven't not had a TV for 3 years. Wow. See, I've got one in my room. I couldn't not have one in my room. I think it's just peace of mind. But it's like that, innit, Emily? It's prison. I did say loads that when I get out, I'm not having a TV for at least 6 months. But I lied. Thank you, Diane. I've got a TV, but I've hardly watched it. Anyone that knows me will vouch for that as well. I just don't do TV. It's going to get darker and it's going to get lighter. Should probably maybe put a lighter colour on than red. I feel like my face is getting darker. Wait, you've been in prison? Yeah, I have. I served 3 years, 8 months in prison. That's what my channel's about. Showing how people can rehabilitate and change, and we're not all scum. You feel really bad. Why do you feel really bad? Everyone's gone really quiet now. I love how quick you are, Glenna. Oh, wow. Did he go to prison in the UK? One of my friends have been in a year tomorrow. He has 6 months left. Does the end bit drag? Do you know what? For me, well, now they're all popping up. Right, guys, bear with me. For me, Helen, no. And really surprisingly, but a lot of people do. A lot of people say, like, when you get down to the last 8 weeks, it really, really drags. But for me, the whole thing flew. Considering I was in lockdown for the last 11 months, so I was in COVID, so everything was worse. It actually went really quick. I think it just depends on how busy you keep yourself, and if you're one of these people that have got a calendar on your wall and you're marking off the days, his last 6 months will feel like 2 years. It's the worst thing you could do. My boss now currently was in prison. He went to prison before I did, and I was writing to him, and then I landed up in prison. And I wrote to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I've got 3 calendars." I was like, "Mate, you need to scrap them now. Get rid of them, because anyone will tell you that goes to prison, they'll just make your sentence at least twice as long." I was glued to my TV and DVD in prison. When you're locked in your room, you had nothing else to do. Yeah, exactly. That's why I can't stand the TV now. Well, okay, to an extent, I can't stand it. There was an incident today quite near me. Guy with chainsaw chased a copper while shouting out Islam. Obviously been arrested and will go to prison for ages. Wow. Made me wonder, do you think that people who are from other countries but break the law here should be deported after they get out? So if they are not legally allowed to live in this country, they get deported anyway. I feel like it's just gone really, really dark. They get deported anyway. They get deported. I think they get early release if they go 9 months before the end of their sentence, and then this is just too bright now. I can't make my mind up. See how indecisive I am. So what was I saying? So I can't remember. Yeah. So I don't know how it all worked because someone I was in there with, you'll remember Delora, Emily. She was living in the UK, but she got deported back to Albania. Let me see if I can just change the colour on this to make it a bit lighter, guys. If not, I'll have to put the light. Oh, actually, do you know what I'll do? Hold on. Oh, God, I had bloody little shorts on earlier. And I sat down before I went live and I stood up. I was like, shit. Better not. Oh, you dickhead. My brain, I'll be dangerous. That might be a bit better. It's not so in my face. Where was I? Where is True Crime Whisper these days? Oh, do you know what? We were supposed to go live on her channel last night, but then we both actually cancelled. I went to message her to cancel, and then she'd already cancelled with me. So that was a bit of a touch, really. Oh, you can see Stanley up in the corner at the back. And then she was going to come if she felt better tonight, but she doesn't. So she's going to go. We're going to go live on her channel tomorrow night. We're all waiting for the answer. What answer? I've lost it now. Hang on. Have I missed something? We're all waiting for the answer. Yeah. What do you feel can help with mental health in prisons? Is it just a lack of resources? Yeah. It's lack of resources, and it's like, I don't think being locked in a cell helps, but there's not really much that you can do about that. You know, it's prison. And unfortunately, we have to do our time, and that is involved being locked in a cell. But definitely, yeah, it's definitely obviously the only place they can start is resources. We're having more staff, more help for people. Hi, Miss Laura. I hope you're well. I'm glad you've had a good weekend, Emily. Oh, shit. Where was that? Have I missed? Hi, Maria. I hope you're well. If you don't mind me asking, why'd you go to prison? Conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. I was involved in a drug world from the age of about 13 years old. Finally got caught big time when I was 37. Yeah, I got 11-year sentence. I got my third dropped off and then obviously halved, and I served 3 years, 8 months. If it wasn't for that prison sentence, I'd still be out there doing what I was doing. And I don't anymore. And I've actually shocked myself because I never ever thought I could change. And then when you realise how much damage and hurt you've caused your family, it kind of wakes you up. And then realise what a selfish prick you've been all your life. Any conviction for a foreign national over 12 months, I think, get deported. Oh, thank you, Gunnar. Why she felt bad? What if I missed something? I'm only just catching up with the comments. Can't wait for that then. You two make me laugh. I know, do you know what? She always cheers me up as well. I love doing lives. But to be fair, Ginge cracks me up. Corinne cracks me up. They're got to be my two funniest, like, yeah. And we just all bounce off each other. You had a good bank holiday. I've just come back from Birmingham, went to my mate's house. Music rave. I'm knackered. I'm too old for it now. Oh, nice. I'm glad you had a good time. I've just been doing nothing. Actually, I lied. I went away Saturday night to a really nice place. Really nice. You'll have how I say my words. What did I say? Was you still taking drugs when you got arrested and sent down? I wasn't taking drugs. I was selling them, Diane. My drug habit, I mean, the bad shit really ended when I was 21. And then from then I did do like a bit of nose bag. I don't know how much you can say on these lives or even on YouTube, to be fair, but it was it was now and again. It was not like every day or every weekend. You should be proud of how far you've come from. What was the first thing you did when you were released? Thank you, Victoria. It means a lot. The first thing I'd done, even though I wasn't supposed to, I went to my old man's. My ex-partner, she obviously met me, picked me up, and we went to my old man's. And then, because it was my birthday the next day, so I got out my birthday eve, my birthday next day, and then yeah, we went away for the weekend. Again, I know we weren't supposed to, but mate, I've been banged up, and I didn't care. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I would have saw my mum as well. Ginger's hilarious. She doesn't even know how funny she is. I know. Do you know what? She's fucking hilarious. And Corinne's hilarious because she don't even realise the things she says. She's another. She don't realise the things she says. So like, it's just brilliant. Honestly, it really is. Thanks, was great, but happy to be home with my puppy. Oh, bless you. Are you hanging? Oh, thank you. I haven't seen you in for. Actually, I'm not even going to open my mouth because you probably was in the last one, and I just don't remember. Oh, brain like a sieve. The tattoo you've got on your ring finger, have you been married before? No. It's obviously a cover up. No. Thank God. Never been married. In June, I'll be 17 years sober. Go on, Emily. That's amazing. You should be well proud of yourself. Do you think prison, like, we was on rap together, weren't we? We was on the course. Do you think that it was because of prison that you're where you are now? Do you think it helped you? Do you wonder how you would ever survive just making an average wage after you got busted? Yes, it's hard. It's literally when I first come out, I was addicted to doing it. You know, I'm a I don't know what you call it, recovering addict. I've got the addiction in my brain. It can flip up on me anytime if it wanted to, you know. Like Emily would tell you, or any recovering addict, it doesn't have to be just one thing. Tomorrow I could end up on drink or drugs, whatever. I mean, obviously I've been through hell and back with it all, so I'd like to think that I'm in a good place. But um, yeah. So what I was trying to say was, when I got out, I still thought about it. I come out on a minimum wage. You got to remember, I was used to having whatever the hell I wanted. And my ex was really good. She spoilt me as well. And it was tough. And then I ended up getting credit cards. And then like I had to have a word with myself and be like, do you know what? I can't. There's something on my phone that's annoying the hell out of me. That I can't live that lifestyle anymore. So I was like, okay, I'm going to graft my ass off. I'm going to get myself a good job and I'm going to earn good money, which I do now. Am I a millionaire like I want to be? No, but still, no, I don't even want to be a millionaire. I just like to live comfortably. But yeah, I never thought I'd be able to do it. And there was two options. There was either go back, and I know for a fact that I've ended up back in prison, or graft my ass off and progress. Yeah, hanging low. No, not been online much. Had issues with my phone. Huh? No, but I mean financially. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I never thought I'd financially survive, and then I realised that I can't have all the nice things, and that I need to look after my £100 pair of trainers, and I can't have a new pair every week like I wanted to. So what I mean, I was just my friends will tell you, if I got a piece of dirt on white pair of trainers that I just spent 150 quid on, I ain't wearing them. I put them. It's really funny because we was out having a conversation a few weekends ago when I went out for a meal, and there's like, I remember when you come back and we walked the dog, and you was like, oh, they're going in the fucking bin, and I left them in the garden, and they were only a week old, and he washed them all down with a hose and that. And you just learn to, hi Natasha, you just learn to appreciate the things that you have. And it took a long time. Yes, I know myself. If I hadn't gone to prison, I would have been dead. The amount of alcohol I was drinking. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, prison was such a good thing, such a good thing. Like, and you know, even though it's a shitty place to be, it does help rehabilitate you if you want it. It's literally if you want it. Natasha, I didn't even know you could go live on YouTube until I saw your post on Facebook. Yeah, I always go live on here. Oh, this isn't live. Yeah, it's live, Natasha. What were drugs like in prison? It was swamped, live follower. It was absolutely swamped. Even in COVID, the maddest thing is there was so many drugs still in COVID, and we wasn't going out in visits. You know, there was no way, people weren't going out on the rottles bringing it in. People couldn't go down to the gardens and have stuff thrown over the fence. So yeah, it was really bad. It was bad, and I see some messed up girls that had never touched drugs before, and people just got into debt. Sounds like my girlfriend with the trainers with a mark on it. Thank you, Justine. I appreciate your kind words. You been in the Nick, girl? Yes, I've served 3 years, 8 months in prison, and she's not drug dealing. Hello, can you see my comments? I can, Natasha. I have responded to you. More drugs in jail than there is on the outside nowadays. Yeah, I mean, I always heard that before I went to prison, before I went inside, and literally, yeah, it was still there. I mean, I've been out of prison 3 years ago, but there's a hell of a lot of drugs inside. I'm the same, Melissa. That's why I haven't drunk for months. I had a few drinks on my birthday, or well, a couple of days before my birthday. Before that, I hadn't drunk since like October, I think. I just have a hangover for about a week. Sorry, I don't know how YouTube Live works. No, that's all right, because I do a lot of lives, and then you might click on it, and then it might be that it was a live from last week. So yeah, it does. Normally, what I do is put up at least a couple of hours before I post to say that I'm going to go live. I served 3 years, 8 months. I got 11 years originally. I finally, after fighting, I got my third off, and then obviously they halved that, so I served 3 years, 8 months. Yeah, fuck hangovers, man. I really wanted to drink this weekend though, really badly. I really stopped myself though. It is age. I had a relapse a couple of weeks ago. Oh, Natasha, I'm sorry to hear that, but you know what? It's about how you bounce back. Like, it happens, like, and we're all human. And it's just about making sure that you go get, you speak to someone, and tomorrow you can make a sick day. Like, tomorrow's always a better day. So just because you fucked up one day, don't mean you have to the next day. Maybe one day I can tell my story. Yeah, Emily, obviously, like, I think you've got a pretty sick story, but also, like, I know that things like it's tough for you. So just, you don't have to. You can just keep chatting in the room, and if you ever feel that you want to, then you can. But just remember, when you do this, this is on the internet forever, and I do like to try and remind people. So obviously we can take stuff down, but people can see it by then. But I do always say to girls, this is your story, so you only say what you want to say. You don't have to tell all the ins and outs and all that kind of stuff. Like, you literally keep the story. You could just say the day you went to prison and what prison done for you, because it's really about getting out there and showing you that people can change. Not all prisoners are scum. So you could just talk about your prison story. Can we send likes on YouTube Live like TikTok? I'm tapping the screen, but nothing's happening. Yes, you can. I can see a load of little love hearts floating up the side of my screen. So thank you, Natasha. Ket is a bad drug, live follower, but that's not. Oh, hang on, I missed my nephew. I had custody of, as well as my niece, but he had to. But he to a key overdose. Oh, cat overdose. Oh, I'm really, really sorry to hear that, live follower. Yeah, that is actually really bad, because that is, it mess up your kidneys or your livers or something. It's so bad. Go to the 3 dots. Oh, okay, going to go live. I'm sure I've got you on it. Is it really noisy in prison when you're trying to sleep? It's not too bad. You might have, oh, one girl, she was funny, but I lent her this CD. I used to go nuts for this song, this Drake song in prison, and she's like, let me borrow it, let me borrow it. And then at like 12 o'clock randomly, she would just put it up full blast. literally wake up the whole landing, and then officers will come up, tell her to turn it down. As soon as they're gone, she'll whack it back up again. So you'll get one joker like that, literally, that'd mess around, but normally it's quite peaceful. It's mad because you can hear a pin drop at night time, but when them doors open, like it's like letting the cow out, man. Um, Bladder and bowel from out. Oh, okay. On TikTok, you literally just press, um, you just go on to, like, you're going on to, like, make a video, and there's a plus button, and then to the right hand side, if you scroll along, it says live. How long did you serve and what for, if you don't mind me asking? I served 3 years, 8 months, and it was for conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. Something called KOC, ketamine, introduced. I can't say that word, but I know what it is. So it's just, I'm fucking hell. I didn't even know males could get sex. I know what it is, and I can't say the word, but you and I'm trying to. Oh, thank you, Victoria. You didn't have to do that, but I always say you have to do that, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll put them on there. I appreciate you. Thank you. I do really appreciate that. Thank you. I get like a little bit shy. No. Oh, do I go live on TikTok? Sometimes, not that often, but I do. Thank you again, Victoria. Honestly, thank you so much. I hope you can see. I'm doing it like that because I could just see this big green sticker across my screen, and it says "Keep it up" with a little man like dancing. I don't know if you can all see it. Oh no, bless her. Yeah, sometimes. So I've got 2 TikTok accounts, but don't use the one of me and Kate Middleton. So if you put in ex-female prisoner, honestly, Victoria, thank you so much, babe. If you go onto UK ex-female prisoner on TikTok, there'll be 2. Don't use the one that, yeah, there's a picture of me and Kate Middleton, because I got banned permanently forever for going live on there because my friend got out one night. So, oh, thank you, Natasha. Definitely drop me a follow on there, and I'll follow you back, and then you'll get a notification that when I'm going live. That's so cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, me and Ginge go live. I haven't really done anything for the last couple of weeks. I haven't been on here. I mean, I've been on here once last week, but or TikTok. I take it you're more of a TikToker. I am if I'm watching stuff. I'm not a YouTube. I like doing lives. I'm all for YouTube, all work and everything like that. I love YouTube, but if I want to watch videos and stuff, I'm always on TikTok. I've lost half my life on TikTok, I reckon. Or drop me a message anyway. Just drop me a message on there, or follow me if you're not, because I might not have followed you back, and I don't know if I haven't. Then drop me a message so I know it's you. North Scotland. I'm from Reading. It's not far from London. Can you hear the kids outside? It's going to be well hot this week, and I've got next week off work. I can't believe that I'm not working. I'm working this week. It's going to be so hot. Everyone's gone quiet now. Anyone got any more questions? Can you say gears off it? Yeah, you can. Victoria just sent me. I don't know if you saw a sticker come up across the screen. So it's the same as like TikTok. Yeah, I know. They're just running around out the front. They're quite sweet, bless them all. Yeah, it's called a sticker. So I don't really know how you guys see it, but that's how you do it. What do you do for work? I'm a branch manager of a motor factor company. Like places that sell car parts, like to garages and stuff when you go and get your car fixed, or you can buy stuff from there as well. But obviously the money comes in from supplying the parts to the garages that do all the cars. Everyone's gone quiet. I'm gonna. Where's my Finland? Have I frozen or something? Sorry, I'm just hanging. Well, at least you're popping up. I'm just sat here like an idiot, like looking at the screen and going, okay. There's a few of you in here. And I'm just like, hi. I'll just get Stanley out and you can sit and watch Stanley. I'll just do a YouTube live of him running around his pen. That's gonna die. Of course it is. Sounds stable. There will always be a need for car parks, especially when people still buy cars like Range Rovers. Oh my god, yeah, they're terrible for going wrong. They're not good. Not good. Ah, sending your love back. Oh, cool. Ah. How many bail bags have you punched today, darling? How are you doing and where is your friend at? Which one, Tim? I hope you're well. It's, do you know what? It's because I've got my window open because it's so bloody hot. Do people... Let me shut it. Hold on. 2 secs. I was going to tell them to shut the fuck up, but they're actually good little kids. I wouldn't be that cruel. Where was we? Do people nick stuff each other inside or cellmates? Yeah, cellmates do it terrible, especially if someone's on drugs. They're gonna steal your crap if you leave your door open. To be fair, I used to leave my door open all the time and nothing ever got stolen. But if you leave your door open and you're on like quite a rough wing, then yeah, your shit's gonna get nicked. Did you qualify as a mechanic? No, I'm not a mechanic. I did just over a year in college of mechanics though, and as soon as I got to the electrical side, I was like, nah, screw that. I learned a lot in prison on the courses I did, and this is where I got diagnosed. That's what I mean. People that understand, like, they're like, oh, prison makes people worse. Don't get me wrong. Like I've said before, if I went into prison and I was 21 years old, I'd have been in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't care. I would have done. I know for a fact. It's only because I went at the right time in my life to understand that my actions were awful. But if you want to rehabilitate, mate, there is some serious help there. Some serious help. Honestly, like it changed my whole life. And like you say, Emily, it changed yours too. And you're not the first or the last person that will say they got diagnosed in prison and they actually helped them. My nan died end of March, funeral this Thursday. I think that's part of why I relapsed. Oh, Natasha, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry. Yeah. Especially if you're close, man. My nan was a bit like my mum growing up. But I'll be thinking of you on Thursday. Sending you love. Oh, shit. How old's your sister, Natasha? Tim, are we talking about Corinne, the true crime whisperer? Guys, never write your name on the walls in jail. No, there's 3 rules, guys, if you go to prison that you must never break. 1, never graffiti prison furniture, walls, anything. 2, never leave a book unread. 3, never look back at the prison when you leave, because apparently you go back to jail. And I did that when I left Downview. I looked back and I was staring up at the prison, and yeah, I went back in. But to be fair, it was inevitable for me because I was selling drugs. So you always get caught no matter what you do in the end. That's all right, Samantha. Welcome in. I hope you're well. Yeah, so we was going to go live last night on her channel, and then we realised it was bank holiday, so she was going to join me tonight, but she was feeling a little bit poorly. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be live on the True Crime Whisperers channel tomorrow evening. 28, but she's vulnerable, but because she's not diagnosed, so they're not taking it serious. Yeah, that's not good. I hope you find her. My first sentence was I got sentenced for 3 months, and then I got an appeal because it was ridiculous what I went to prison. was it 3 months or 4 months? No, I got 4, so I got a month for breach of community service, and then I got 3 months for driving whilst disqualified for the second time. So I got 4 months, but I got out after 11 days because my solicitor got an appeal and I won it. Because that's when I was due back to start my second year in college. You know, I got off drugs and everything, and they're like, "You're going to send this girl to prison for that when she's at college. You're going to make her lose her second year of college, and come out to them what? To them, what's she going to do?" You know, and they was just like, "Bang, yeah, let her out." So it was a right touch. So I served 11 days. I done 7 days in Bronzefield. It had only been open 9 months. Apparently, all the staff had come over from KFC. They was all single cells then. And then I spent 4 days in Downview. I wrote my name on the cell wall, but didn't know at the time. And someone said that means you're coming back. I was like, oh shit, what have I done? But I did end up back. Yeah, they do say it. So yeah, just be careful, guys. A little warning if you end up in prison. And thank you again for that, Victoria, earlier. Sending lots of Hina Vars positive thoughts. I did 14 years IPP in prison. I lost count of how many people went in and out of prison. It's mad, isn't it, Emily? Yeah, shit. So I forget your IPP. How many times did you sit the board before parole, before they let you out? Did they put all the charges together to serve less time? No, I won an appeal, Natasha, to get out of prison because they sent me to prison for 4 months. It was ridiculous because the breach of community service, I had sick notes from the doctor for the whole time, but she was like, "I don't care. You didn't hand them in within 7 days." So she was just a bitch. She's the one who said to me, I went to the court for it, and she went, "I don't care what you." She pointed at me. She went, "I don't care what your pre-sentence report says. I'm sending you to prison." And then obviously my best friend had just died like a couple of weeks after that first case, broke down in the thing, in the pre-sentence report, and she was like, "You can't go to prison, you need help, blah blah blah, we need to get you some like help." Wrote this mad ass report, and she didn't give a fuck. She still sent me to prison. What cars seem to break down the least, do you think? Do you know what I think's a good car? And I had one when I first come out of prison, Kias. I think the Kias are not bad, you know. And I used to drive mine like over an hour to work and then over an hour back every day for a year and a half. The only thing I had to change on it was a water pump and the belt, but that was just through literally it being like a bit old. Well, it's quite old and worn. I'm on license, but I'm still classed as an IPP. Have meetings every year, but I'm hoping to have my license squashed. I hope you can. Frank, can you explain IPP again? Um, okay, I can't remember what it stands for, but basically what happens is if they used when it first started, so it was if you'd done a third strike, you'd be an IPP prisoner. So like if I'd done a burglary and then the third time I got done arrested, like charged for a burglary, that I'd be IPP, which then means I serve a minimum. I think you have to sit back then. This is what I remember. Emily can quote me on it. Every 4 years you'd sit parole and see if you're allowed out. Now the problem is IPP is a lifetime license, so you have to sit a parole board. If you get rejected, it could be another 2-3 years before you sit a parole board again, and they can just reject you, reject you, reject you. But then when you finally get out, like I know a girl in there's done 14 years for robbing a phone off someone. She got out, obviously fucked up, come back to prison, and it was a total of 14 years, all because like of a madness. So she could come out and she relapsed on drugs, so she broke her license, so she's back in. You have to watch Nathan and oh my god, why have I forgotten his name? Why do I think it's Rob? It's not Rob. I feel really bad now. Glenn, sorry, Glenn, that's it. Glenn and Nathan's live, because they're both IP prisoners, so it explains a lot more about it. Where are I? My mechanic told me if I bought a Range Rover, then I'd be his best customer as they're terrible for breaking down. At least the guy was honest. Yeah, do you know what they are? There's a lot of they had a lot of problems with them when they first come out. My dad is driving mum's microcar now and giving his Ford Focus a break. Mate, them older cars are the best. They're the ones that are so reliable, honestly. But I think at work, I think the parts that I mean, we get calls all day long. Fiestas are always ringing, but the parts are so cheap. But I think Kias are the least ones that we get asked for parts for. So the first time I sat on the pro board was after 4 years. I hadn't done any courses because my head was such a bad place. Then after that, I think it was every 2 years I sat aboard. Yeah, that's what I thought. Imprisonment for public protection. Thank you. Nurul? I don't know. I'm just gonna call you T. When I hold your comment due, Samantha, it comes on. That's not for me. This YouTube is confusing. I don't know how to reply to people. This guy near me. This guy near me has loads of Range Rovers. He said he strips an expensive part out, replaces for cheaper, and makes enough. Yeah, do you know what the thing is though? Some people will go finance a Range Rover, probably a twatty thing that I would do because they look nice but don't have the money to repair them. But again, if you know people, it's not what you know, innit? It's who you know. So obviously I could get parts really cheap. I know mechanics that and my guy across the road where I used to work, he's done stuff on my car for free. So if you get on with people, you look after people. I always looked after with prices and stuff and that at work. And then got discs and pads, calipers, everything done for free. And I know now that I've left, he would probably still do it. If it was a bigger job, it'd be cheap as hell. But if the problem you've got is even the main dealer, I don't know how we're talking about this in this prison, but fuck it, I ain't seen haven't spoke to you guys for a while. So main dealers, they a lot of them will say they've serviced the car, they'll stamp the book, they'll charge you 800 quid, and then they ain't even done it. I know people that have gone and they've popped the bonnet and they said, no way, your air filter's not been changed. The filters have not been changed. It's disgusting what main dealers. But people go because they're like, oh, I want a service history. I want this. I want that. I want it to be done by Ford. But they're the most dodgiest, expensive people going. You really need to find a decent mechanics, and they're reasonable price, and they've got a stamp. They'll stamp your service book. Yes, right, Marie. Everyone's gone quiet again. I'll probably stay on for about another 10 minutes depends if you lot talk to me. Just looking at a screen. Then I've got to go and drop some Italian meat off to my nephew before my old man kicks my ass. We went to the Italian shop Saturday. I couldn't remember. So I was talking to you, Glenn, and I couldn't remember what I'd done Saturday for the life of me before I went out. But yeah, I took my old man to the Italian shop. Hello, I just want to say thank you for your videos. They've really helped me. Oh, no, thank you. And I'm glad they've helped. Thank you very much. Treat people how you would want to be treated, always. Sorry, had a weird word in my moment above and it was peeing me off. I know, I kind of knew what you meant though. Is that your way of not giving? Yeah, man, I won't pay him for it now. I need the coffee. No, Pepsi Max. I don't drink tea or coffee. Thank you for joining us tonight, Natasha. What's Italian meat? Sausage. Yeah, so it's got prosciutto. It's like, do you want some prosciutto? You guys might know it more as Parma ham. Yeah, all right, I'll grab some. It's got like £13 each of it. And then I don't know where I'll put my nephew's sausage actually. And then that's it. It's banging. Spicy Italian sausage. It looks a bit gross, but it's really nice. I'm glad I found that actually. I've spent ages looking for it. Where are we? Did you ever want to become a drug worker, Fran? Um, Good question. I was going to do some work with probation, but obviously where I was working was offering me much more money. So I kind of, it's not that money's everything, but it is when you're on minimum wage and it's like, they want to pay you like 10 grand less a year. It's a massive difference. It is something that I mean, I've done like I was a drug worker, like a recovery worker in prison. So I help girls that are on drugs and you, Victoria. Sorry, Natasha, it's because you're underneath. Are you laughing at my sausage, Victoria? Um, yeah. So I did it in prison, but not now. It's not that I wouldn't love to help people, but I'm more focusing on the channel and what me and Glenna have got planned because I think there's quite a bit of, there could always be more help for that, but we want to kind of focus on women that are coming out homeless of prison and stuff like that, and then obviously we can go down the other paths. No way, Joanne. Hey, you all laughing at my sausage. When I was in court, the lawyer said to me how I can do 8 years in person. I'll do it and be out. This was my first time in person, but the judge gave me an IPP sentence. Yeah, I think it was given out way too fucking easily, Emily. It's a dangerous sentence, and I think they know they fucked up because obviously people are coming off it. Um, I hope Nathan's is all sorted out. I need to message Nathan actually. I haven't spoken to him for a little while. But yeah, it's shit. It's shit, and I think it's bang out of order. And they also don't explain it properly. So you've never been arrested, Emily. You're going to prison. You're going as an IPP prisoner, but they tell you you'll be out in 8 years. There's everyone laughing at my sausage now. What's wrong with my Italian sausage? Oh, it's so bad. Gone quiet now. Oh, hello, Will. Yeah, you are super late, buddy. It's like we're an hour in. How are you though? Are you enjoying your bank holiday weekend? It's the last time I show any of you my sausage. All right. IPP said it is wrong, Joanne. It is wrong on so many levels. It really is. It's naughty, and that makes girls turn to drugs as well. That turns people to drugs because they get rejected parole. When are they getting out? Are they ever getting out? Fuck it, I'm just gonna go off the rails. And you're really controlled in prison then because you have to do the courses you are. Victoria. You have to. That's just throwing me off. Whatever. Yeah, you have to do what they say. Whereas I could do what I wanted and I was still getting out. Like you can't tell me I got to do these courses because I'm going home on my release date. Whereas an IPP prisoner, it doesn't work like that. I thought you meant the sausage turned the girls to drug. Oh, no. The IPP sentence. Can you get my sausage off your brain, please? Thank you. No, oh, fuck's sake. Oh dear. Yeah, talk then. Hi, I'm new, and if you don't mind, but why did you go to prison? I'm sorry if it sounds rude. No, is it Craig? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's not rude. My channel is literally about prison, so please ask away. This is Monday night is a Q&A night, so you can ask whatever you want, and I have no filter. I don't hold back. I'm not proud of my past, but I am literally big nose. You said big ears or something. I'm gonna cry into my pillow now. What was I gonna say? People's fucking idiots, man. Sorry. So anyway, I went to prison for conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. I served 3 years, 8 months in prison. I'm not smirking at you, I'm just smirking at these lot about my sausage. Oh, my big nose. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, this is what it's about. It's just about showing, and I was involved with drugs from the age of 13, and it's the world that I knew. But now I come out of prison and I don't sell drugs anymore. And it's about showing the world that people can actually change. Um, we're not all scum. And if you watch through some of my videos, my lives, sorry, you'll see a lot of other prisoners, ex-prisoners, sorry, that I've interviewed and that have shared their story. And it just shows that it's just putting it out there that, yeah, that people can change, or people aren't bad people. They just make bad choices. Yeah, I think he did, Will. I think he did say that was the worst thing he ever done. Yeah, that's why I was sure they said it. Big nose should hit him with the sausage. I know, right? Just people to crack me up. Literally, so stupid. All I was told is that an IPP that I was IPP and I was looking at life inside prison until a bit later on when I was told I was given 4 years IPP. I didn't, but I did 14. Well, that must have been bloody amazing to hear after being told you got life. Jesus. Oh, thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate that. And thank you for your kind words as well. You can just tell immediately that the people with trolling comments are virgins. I know. Do you know what? It's funny. Like, it depends on my mood, because sometimes I'm just like, I get angry because you're just a dickhead. But it's like, seriously, like, what? I could never imagine jumping on someone's live and going, big nose. Like, if you're going to come and insult me, like, say something like a bit more hurtful. Like, it's mad. These people, like, they must have such sad, bitter, twisted lives. Like a TC course for women, it was 18 months to 3 years. Yeah, and you had to do that as well, didn't you? What is the most violent thing you saw in prison? Did you ever see someone get boiling water thrown on 'em? No, it did happen to a girl when I was in prison. The sugar and hot water. That actually happened a couple of times. It wasn't that bad though. It wasn't like where their whole face was scalded like after, you know what I mean? Like all bad. The worst thing I ever saw, do you know what? It wasn't even, oh, what's the most violent thing you ever saw? To be fair, like it was just the only thing I ever saw was one fight, and it was quite brutal because it was just over. The smoking ban had just come in, so we literally had, I don't know, like not even a week left of the smoking ban, and this girl said to one girl, "Oh, have a couple of drags, but pass this to the next girl." The next girl's quite a rude girl. She's a bit of a bad girl, and this other girl's a bit like just gets on with everyone. But I think people like could bully her a little bit. But anyway, I think it just got to everyone's head when like no one could smoke anymore. No one really had anything. No one like everyone was running out of tobacco. So like, this girl took the piss and left like 2 drags. So this rude girl's gone nuts at her, started bouncing off, and this other girl just went bang. But they was going in like they had each other's hair. That was what proper like fighting like men, and literally like all the officers come swarming round. Oh, it was mad. And that's the most violent thing. But I think, where am I? Letby's appeal coming soon. I know. They're jealous because your sausage is bigger than theirs. I know, right? And I'm female. Was it you who was in with Tracy Connolly? Might have been someone else. No, it wasn't me. It's just people that bored and find it funny to make stupid comments. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I just don't know what goes through the brain capacity though. Could you imagine being bored going, right, I'm going to go on someone's live and call them big nose? They must be like 2 years old or something. There's probably an 8-year-old where the parents aren't watching what they're watching. This may sound a bit stupid. What was the food like? Do you know what? Bronzefield was horrific. Bronzefield is in Ashford, Kingston. Um, that was horrific. The food, like the portions were small. That weren't too good. But when I went to Send, the food was out of this world for a prison. If you go actually look on my videos, because obviously you've got to go and you've got to go like scroll down to the older ones. But if you scroll down to like a year or just put in the search bar food menu, I talk you through a food menu that I brought home from prison. So you can see all the food. But yeah, their food portions were big. The food was nice. It was properly cooked. The girls were always giving me loads of food. Yeah, we had like chicken curries on it was Fish Friday, and they had like fish and chips, but then they also had like done this like just the inside of the fish, spicy fish. It was banging. Saturday was a fry up in Send. Where are we? Have you heard anything about Lucy Letby lately? No, I haven't. I've seen 2 women fight, not going there, and I'm a big chap. Happy bank holiday. Happy bank holiday, Shorty. Do people end up ever get into the pedos and child killers, or are they always protected? So they are protected, but they can get to them. They all live on a privilege wing. So like for example, myself, when I was in Bronzefield, House Block 4 used to be a privilege wing, and you had to earn the right to live there. These SA on kids and unaliving kids would just come into the prison, bang, get straight put on there. They didn't have to graft for it. They didn't have to kiss ass for it. And the privilege on there was you had a shower in your cell. And trust me, that's everything. That's absolutely everything when you're in prison. Sharing a shower on the landing ain't the one. So they automatically live on there. So they know that the likes of myself, I'm not going to go and start on somebody because I don't want an extra sentence. I want to do my time and get out. So if I beat someone up, that can go to the police outside, and then you get an extra charge, or the prison can actually add on extra days for any crime you commit in prison. Then also I would get kicked off House Block 4, and did I just floor? House Block House Block 4. That was a tongue twister. And then I wouldn't get my rottle, so I wouldn't have been able to work outside either. And for what? For what? Because I can beat that one up, but then there's another one there, and there's another one there, there's another one there, there's another one there. But people do get to them. One girl, she was funny. She was in Sens, and she used to always get them. And I think one girl purposely got put next door to her, that had unalived her kid, or her partner had. I don't know the facts. She was all over the news. It was massive. I think she gave a bit of attitude, and the girl got her at medication. So when she come out of the room, they get him. But also, if you go to medication, sometimes you mingle with these, so you actually get to cross paths with them. But some of them are high profile. What you call high profile? No, what's it called? It's not high profile. There's a word for it. Restricted status, and they have to be escorted everywhere by an officer. God, I waffled on then. Sorry, guys. Lauren, she's been released, hasn't she? But no identity or something. No, I'm sorry. Fran's YouTube videos are awesome. Thank you, Victoria. I liked it when you did the canteen menu. And I do, oh yeah, there's a canteen menu and the food menu. So there's 2 different ones. So on the canteen menu, I show you the untold amount of shit that you can buy. It's mad. You wouldn't even believe it. You guys, if you're new, go and watch it, honestly. You just need to make sure that when you go on my profile bit, you scroll down. So just go down to the very bottom. The first video I think I uploaded was me and Kate Middleton when I met Kate in prison. And then it just goes up. It gives a little introduction about myself. Did you make any friends and no enemies? No enemies at all. No, I mean, I met some stalkers that literally wouldn't leave me alone. Like as in like they didn't do anything to me, but they wanted to be with me, and they were fucking crazy. But I made some friends for life. And again, I think if you go, you'll have to have a nose when you're bored. Have a little nose through my videos, and then you'll see me going down to a road trip with my mate Lee that I met in prison. We go and stay in the car with my mate at like 5 in the morning on the beach in Kent, and then we go and stay in this random place. But all 3 of us are like ex-prisoners, and we had such a sick weekend. What's the best thing your dad cooks? Oh man, pasta, spaghetti bolognese. I craved it, absolutely craved it. Oh yes, see Mitch. Ah, life's good, thank you, buddy. How the hell are you? Everyone give C Mitch some love, man. I saw someone get scalded with hot water and sugar when I was in prison. The amount of times I saw someone kicking off. You'd always hear people kicking off and stuff, but you've probably seen a lot more. If you're on the privilege wing with essayers and yeah, did you ever think maybe people would think you were one of them? No, it doesn't really work like that in prison. People like straight away, bang, when you go in, people want to know what you've done. So everyone's name cards on your room outside, so they'll just Google you. They'll either phone home and get them to Google you straight away. But I think people can kind of tell. I mean, I don't think I've seen like they have this aura about them and they have this attitude. But if you're shady, as soon as someone asks, um, sorry, someone's just messaged me. It come across my screen. I forgot to put my phone on bloody flight mode. Guys, if any of you are watching this and you think that you can ring me for it, please don't. I've already warned my nephew as well. Don't call me. What was I saying? Yeah. So if you're shady about your crime, so if I'd done something and I didn't want people to know and I started lying, people aren't dumb, and that's when they start suspecting you. But they would never just think that's what you are when you walk into prison. Or like if you're living on that wing, and to be fair, by the time you move on that, it takes 12 weeks to get on the privilege wing anyway. So everyone knows who you are, everyone knows what you're about. You don't just go straight on there. You only go straight on there if you're a wrong 'un. So that's kind of again how people know you're not a wrong 'un. For me, the food was better in East Sutton Park in Kent. Oh yeah, I heard the food was good in there, but obviously I never went there. Yeah, that's the one I love so much. The new case of Tread murder was really sad. I don't know about that. I can imagine everyone's loving you in jail. Yeah, like I would. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When I first went into Send, it was like I was a piece of meat. I'm not joking. I was mad. I was fucking blown away. Mom's good, thank you, Miss Laura. Do you have any plans to do a video with Ricky behind bars, or again with Sean Atwood? Get it right. I'm joking, Will, but it is Sean. Um, Ricky reached out to me when Mum went into hospital last time, and I just said, "Yeah, like let me know." And then he didn't, and now I'm just in a place where I don't really want to go on anyone's channel. I go on Sean Atwood's all day long. I do lives with him all day long. He's the only one that I really sorry, I get distracted because bloody messages keep coming up. What was I going to say? Yeah, he's the only one that I'd go on their channel. I'm not really looking to go on anyone's channel. I'm just looking to work on mine and mine only. I'm not saying I won't go on no one's channel, but right now I'm just looking to build up mine. And like, yeah, I said to him I'd do it quite a while back and he never got back to me. So I'm kind of like one of them was like, well, you don't want, do you know what I mean? Like you reached out to me and then he didn't bother getting back to me after that. So fucking hooch night tonight. Are you actually on it? So C Mitch guys is inside and he's a little legend. So that's why I was like, please shout out some love to C Mitch. Fucking hell. Is everyone going what don't you think bank holidays and weekends are the worst, C Mitch? James, I got 11 years to start with, and then I got my third off. So and then I served half of that, which was 3 years, 8 months I served. All good here, all the boys on one heart. Well, give them all my love and yeah. Ain't you lot banged up now anyway? Do you have to share a cell, C bitch? So fuck's sake. Are you English? You sound yes, I am English. My old man is Italian and my mum's English. It's gone quiet again. Oh, was it all single cells? That's good though, isn't it? I hated sharing a cell. Hated it. UK prison system is lovely. In America, we're getting football numbers. What? In UK prison system is lovely. In America, we get football numbers. What do you mean, James? By being an idiot, American prisons must look hell compared to over here. Oh my god, your sound works. Please don't ban me. I'll ban you for that, Will. Come on. You would get one morning, and then Glenna is like, bang, peace out, homie. Wow, nice. I'm in Aussie. Oh wow. Whereabouts in Australia? All fun, lots of teas and dreams. Tears. As an Aussie, as I could talk like an English person a bit. Think it was America. That young lad on the treadmill, so sad, was in the news. Oh yeah, that was fucked up. I still keep, I watched it and I had to stop it. Like I was just like, nah, you're ill, absolutely ill. Oh, see, Mitch, thank you for coming in. What happens to the ones that don't stick up for themselves? What was bullying like in prison? It happened. It happened, but I didn't see it a lot. And people would prey on the vulnerable people, and if you stuck up for yourself, you earn respect. But I don't think it's as bad as what like the movies or the TV make out like it was. Like you would have girls that are actually pussies, but they think they're bad and they think they're all gang. And then if someone was quite vulnerable, like going, "Oh, let me wear your jumper, let me wear your top." But like if you was like, "No, you ain't touching my shit," straight away they'd be like, "Oh," like they just back off and they're like, "Okay, all right, they'll test you." Um, what happens? Yeah, I mean, if someone don't stick up for themselves, then yeah, you're gonna get. You're just yeah, you are gonna get taken the piss out of. They're gonna like borrow your clothes. You're never gonna get them back. Oh, lend me a liquid vape for your vape, and they're never gonna give it back. It's that kind of bullying that goes on. But I didn't see a huge amount of it, if I'm honest, at all. Like I didn't see, I would hear it, but I didn't actually see it physically because I I would never have stood there. If someone was trying to bully someone, I remember flipping out once. This woman, oh my god, I finally got a single cell. I kicked off. I swear to God, it was my karma. I packed my bags. I was in a double, and I said, "Listen, put me in segregation. Give me a single. I don't want to be in a double." Anyway, he's like, "What are you doing? This is out of character." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "That's what I'm saying. I'm going mad. Put me in a single fucking cell." Anyway, so they put me in a single cell because my karma for kicking off. Oh my god, this girl downstairs was screaming all night long. But she was like, "You killed me. I'm gonna smoke the Bible." She was going nuts. She was like, "My mum did this. The devil's here." Rah. It was a madness. And I was ringing the buzzer and I was like, "You better tell her to shut up. You better tell her to shut up." I was stamping on the floor. I was going mad. I was screaming. And then obviously in the morning, I come out my cell and I'm waiting to go on the pod, which is this machine that you do all your canteen and stuff on in Bronzefield, and there was about 5 girls all round a girl's door going, "You better get up, you better get up, like, you kept us up all night, you think you can sleep all day, rah." And I just flung myself round, I was like, "What you lot doing?" And I was like, "What, she kept us up? Don't you think I know?" I said, "I live above her." I said, "But do you think the girl is mentally sane? Do you think you could scream through the whole night?" Listen, I'd scream for about 5 seconds and I'd be like, "Fuck this, I'm going to sleep." So literally, and I was like, "No," and I wouldn't tolerate it because if you think about it in hindsight, that's a form of bullying. Like the girl's been up all night. It's like she was possessed. That's mental health. That's how bad mental health is, and that's what got me to ask why aren't these people in a mental hospital? And that's when they said because they're too dangerous to be on the streets and there's no hospital beds, so they go in there. So that's the kind of bullying that I saw. But that's it because I don't tolerate it. I can't. It's just wrong. Like if you warrant a kick in because you owe someone money or you've done X, Y, and Z, then that's on you. But that woman, like I said, you can't sit up screaming all night if you're normal. Where am I? I think I've lost that. Bullying is rife, strongest survivor. I hate all bullies in the world we live in, especially Cat A jails. Yeah, Seamish, I think it must be really bad for men in prison. Oh, because the things you see, like you've got to sort of, it's like fight for the death, isn't it, in there? But whereas with the girls, if you sort of stand your ground, they just back off, or they want to be your friend. But men's prisons aren't like that, are they? I think for me, because I was classed as vulnerable, I would stay in my room quite a lot. Sorry, I'm just rereading it how you meant it. Was the safest place for me. I've come out to go to the course, church, or gym, work in the garden. Oh, bless you. I bet you was petrified, Emily. Did you ever have time out of prison, cleaning, graffiti, litter picking, etc.? And was this a privilege? No, never. The only privilege you have is Rottles, where you earn to work outside the prison. But then I worked in the staff cafe, and then I worked in a hotel. I wonder if the bullies knew not to behave like that towards others in front of you because they knew you wouldn't stand for it. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I don't. I just don't think there's as much bullying as you see. And the thing is I spent 12 weeks on an induction wing, so I didn't really see too much. I was learning and finding my feet and messing around, whatever. And then I always lived on a privilege wing, and that's the thing is no one does that kind of behaviour. Like I had some rows, with girls just for being so nice to my face and talking about me behind my back, and then they'd fucking hate it when people could then people come back and tell me. But when you live on a privilege wing, people don't behave that way at all, really, because they know they'll get kicked off. When I was in HMP Send, I did a lot of courses in education. I have my level 1 and 2 in horticulture, dressmaking, IT. Yeah, well done, Emily. You've done some good work. She was obviously very unwell. Yeah, she was very, very unwell. Like I said, clearly, you can't. You sit there and just scream for half an hour non-stop and just shouting and that. You wouldn't be able to do it any longer. Not for no reason, anyway. I'm up for Cat B review in June. Hopefully, get it, but I'm not counting on the Tory system. Oh, look, I've got my fingers crossed for you, see, Mitch. I literally, let me know, and I hope you do. And just stay positive, man. When I lived in a big hostel, I sat in my room a lot as it was the only safe space for my mind, or I'd go for walks. Yeah, I think hostels are very similar to prison. I hate bullies, Victoria, but it's rife bullies a week. It is. It is, because that's when you step to them and then you're like, come on then. Then their attitude changes and it's like they're just obviously it's their fix. It makes them feel good about themselves, clearly. As they're that insecure about themselves. They've got to be horrible to someone else. That noise is my chair, by the way. I'm going to do it even more now, so. That's annoying me. Oh, I'm not going to pull that. I need to cut it because I'll rip the very hole in the chair. I think we've been on quite a while tonight, actually. It's actually been really nice to catch up with everybody. I know. I need to get one of them, like, what's them, like, black things you can, they're like, not rubber, like foam. I don't even know what they're for, but I have to stick it in that. So hopefully, guys, tomorrow night we'll be live on Corinne's channel, if she's feeling better. And then I've got a guest on Thursday night, which I'll put a post up. That's for 8 o'clock, guys, on Thursday night. I've got an ex-prisoner, Eliza, that's coming on to share her prison journey. That's it now. I'm never going to hear the end about my Italian sausage, am I? shit, I'm gonna have to go in a minute. Actually, I've got to go to my bloody nephew's. I've got to get up at 6 o'clock for work. I've got to go and drop his sausage off. You lot distracted me. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. See Mitch sending you like extra love, guys. He's in lockdown, you know, he's inside. So I appreciate you coming in always. And Victoria, thank you so much for my gift. I really appreciate it. And guys, I appreciate all of you. Hang on. Lots of the link for tomorrow. My favorite YouTube mate. It's if you tap in the True Crime Whisperer, it's one word. She I think you've definitely seen her on before, Corinne. Yeah. If you, Glenna, can you? I don't suppose you can pop the link in quickly, can you, for C Mitch? Lamborghini will be live. Yeah, she should be. Hopefully. See Mitch, hold fire 1 second. I think it's just an injection she's had. It's just made her feel a bit sicky. So she's all right. She's just not really up for doing the live. Bear with me, see Mitch. I'm sure Glenna will pop the link in quickly because I'm her favourite pain in the ass. But to everyone that's going, I really appreciate all of you. I appreciate you coming in. You've actually really cheered me up tonight. I've not, yeah, I've just been a bit miserable, a bit of a miserable bitch this today. So it's been nice to chat to everyone. Yeah, it really is. It really is. I really enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy the hooch. Right, see Mitch, if you're in Glenna, I love you and I appreciate you always. Night, everybody. But yeah, see Mitch, let me know you got the link before I end the live. I don't want to end it and then you've not got it. Yo, auntie. I'm waiting on you, see Mitch. I'm sitting there. I hope he ain't gone already. See Mitch, are you still in there? He might have jumped off if he's clicked the link. Oh, hang on. Oh, bless you. It's, yeah, well, I'm sending you so much love, see Mitch, and honestly, if you ever need anything, just shout me. Have you got, first of all, have you got the link? Look, GDB Sounds has put it in twice. Click the link quickly. Have you got Instagram? See Mitch. Night, Tracy. Oh, Tony, we're just ending it. You've just missed it. I'm on it. Perfect. How long have you got? See, Mitch. Can we write to you or send you some money? Oh, bless you, Joanne. Yeah, I'll hang fire for 1 second to see if he gets that message. But thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you coming in. Honestly, like I said, you guys have cheered me up. And yeah, if for any reason Corinne doesn't go live tomorrow, I will come live on Wednesday again. No. We've been on for like an hour and a half, Tony, as well. I've got to go and drive half hour now for this bloody Italian sausage. I don't know if C Mitch has gone, guys. Joanne, if you're still in here, he comes in here all the time. So oh, there he is. Thanks. I'm good for money. Just love and chat. Like I like. Oh, bless you. All right. Well, yeah, you can if you catch me on UK ex-female prisoner on Instagram, see Mitch. If you ever want to chat or anything, I'll send you my number. So just shout me on there. If not, I'll see you when you next come in. Working on a bank holiday, Tony. That's illegal, mate. It's illegal. To be fair, I was at my old work. Right, literally, I love all you guys. Thank you so much and take care, and I will see you again soon.